I'm talking today again about ego transcendence, and I would like to read an excerpt from Swami Kriyananda's writings. This particular quote that I'm giving is from A Renunciate Order for the New Age by Swami Kriyananda. And in this book, Swami says, ego transcendence is the very essence of spiritual progress. The ego really has no existence except in its fleeting dream reality. This brief seeming of separateness is only, as my guru said, like a glimmer of sunlight reflected in a sliver of glass on the roadside. So that gives you a visual image of just how insignificant this little ego really is. It's like a glimmer on a little sliver of glass. The sunlight of spirit is the true reality. We have to identify more and more with that reality. And this dream essence that is the ego. I was thinking about how Sri Yukteswar said that in the evolution of the soul, the first stage, of course, is the dark, clouded heart, which harbors misunderstandings about everything. And the only way that that soul starts to fight its way out of that cloud of delusion is by starting to put together that, oh, at night I dream, but then I wake up and those dreams evaporate. They weren't real. Is it possible that I am in a dream state now and I need to wake up from that dream, from this dream that we're all sharing, this dream world we have to wake up from? And it's not so easy, it's very compelling. And our five senses keep feeding us information about the reality of how hard this chair is to sit on, or how hot it is in this room, or how I'm hungry, or a million other things. But if we dive into our true nature through meditation, if we turn off the sense telephones, that's what Yogananda called the five senses, the sense telephones, if we switch those off, we start to see a greater reality. I'll again read from Swami Kriyananda's writings. This is from Rays of the Same Light. He says, when a person lives in ego consciousness, he condemns himself to a life of darkness, for he closes the eye of his soul. Let us resolve to open the eye of our soul, to live less in the consciousness of I, my, me, and mine. Swami even wrote a song, a humorous song with I, my, me, mine as the refrain. There's no joy. There's no peace. There's no love in that kind of thought. In fact, we can never be truly happy unless we serve something, unless we give something our hearts that is larger than just this little self. It's very true and a proven technology that as long as we can forget about ourselves and give to some ideal greater than our own little life, we won't be happy. I've always been very, very grateful that I found Ananda at a young age and have been able to give it 50 years, almost coming up on 50 years of service. And that, I can truly say, is the way to live your life. Serving God through others. Serving Him in whatever way you can, in whatever action you are performing. Dedicate everything, every thought, every action, every feeling to God's service. And in that way, you will find joy. Because as I said in the first episode of this series, ego equals pain. And none of us wants that pain. Let us experience the joy of spirit.